see it? Lunch. Okay, I'm coming. Now put your books away. You don't need your erase board out yet. I want you to clear everything away, online and in my classroom. Everything's put away. Oh, it's not.
What's the office? 3101?
I'm doing right now.
Okay.
It didn't say, but it was there this morning. Okay, so, do I share it with somebody or it just stays automatic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, all right, so there's.
Hey guys, give it just a minute. Miss Turnage is on her way, okay? We're gonna do math now. We're gonna switch it up. Here she comes.
Okay,
Did we hit record?
yes. Hey. So I understand last week you did a bunch of measuring with non-standard units, which means what? I want to do a little review. Evie, what's one non-standard unit?
A bottle?
A bottle. Did you guys use that?
No.
No. What do we use to measure a bottle that's not inches? Evie?
A teddy bear?
You could use little teddy bears. What else can you use online? Bennett, what else can you use to measure things that are not inches or centimeters?
A chain link?
Yeah, a little link. Good. Sean, what else can we use?
Cubes?
Cubes. What else can we use? Gianna?
We can use rulers.
Well, we don't want to use rulers yet. That's what we're using today. But what can we use that's non-standard, like inches? What can we use? What did you use last week to measure with? We can measure with teddy bears, little links. What else?
Pencils.
Well, we measure pencils with what? That's not an inch or a centimeter. What did you measure with last week? Did you use any coins?
No.
Could you use a coin?
Yeah.
What kind of coin could we use?
Penny.
We can use a pen. You're going to get that winter coat off right now. Off. Put it away. All away. We're not in Alaska. Okay, so if you have a sweatshirt, get it out. You can get that out. Okay, so do we have to use, if we use coins, do we have to use all the same coin, Curtis?
No.
Oh, why? You say no? Who agrees with them? Okay, why do you not agree? Why do you not agree? Lily. Anna. Why do we have to use the same coin? Talk louder. Okay, well, geez, let's be drama queen there. Why do we have to use the same coin, Emma?
So it won't get mixed up and it'll be harder.
No, not because it'll get mixed up. Why does it have to be the same coin when we measure with a coin, Elizabeth?
So it'll be the right measurement.
Yes, it'll be the right measurement, but why is it the right measurement if we use the same coin, Elise? Yes, when you measure, it has to be the same exact thing or it won't be the correct measurement. Sit on the bottom. If I use a marker to measure this table across here, boom, 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 boom. If I use a marker and I use a paper clip, is that going to work?
No.
No, I can't say it's 4 markers and 3 paper clips long. No, I need to use the same unit. So if I use this marker, I'd say it's 1 marker, help me, 2 marker, 3 marker, 4 marker,
5 marker, 6 marker, 7 marker, 8 marker, 9 marker, 10 marker, 11 marker, 12 marker, 13.
little more than 13 markers wide from brightness to brightness. So I could, if I used a paper clip, would it be more
Yes.
or less? Way more, because what's bigger? The marker. So if I use paper clips, would I have more paper clips wide than markers?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I want everything put away there at home, Layla. You're all looking at me in that computer. Get your eyes up here. Jaden, sit up. You're falling asleep. Get up, get up, get up. Yeah, get them eyes wide. Hey, Aiden. Okay, I don't see Gavin Sauls. He's gone. Paisley's gone. Lillian's gone. Where's everybody? Did you go to the bathroom? Hurry back. Jacob Burkett's gone. You've disappeared. Okay, so today we're going to switch it a little bit. We're going to be using real measurement, like inches and centimeters. And we have rulers for you to use, and I think, do they have rulers? Did we send home a paper copy?
No, not yet, but they should, some of them have.
Okay. If you have a ruler, and it's right there with you, show me. I see a bunch of them. I see Avery, Gianna. Does it have inches and centimeters? Okay, if you have a ruler, show me. All right, so we might need to tell moms that we need a ruler or a paper ruler. Any kind of something you can measure with that has inches and centimeters. Now, in our and you'll have one online, but if we want you to measure something real, we want you to measure real things because it's different than moving an object on the computer. You want to do it for real too. Yes, Emma. Sit up, Dominic.
Can we have tape measures?
Oh yeah, there's different types of measures. So let's go to the next slide because we're going to talk about that. Do they have a slide with math talk? Okay, yes. Okay, so we have different ways, different tools to measure things. Last week we learned that you can measure with things, but they have to be the same thing, like coins, teddy bears. Matthew, you can look up there or move over so you can see better, honey. Okay, when you're measuring something small, you can use this. What is this tool? A ruler. Now there are how many inches in a ruler, do you think? Who said it?
Sean.
How many inches are in a ruler? 1, 2, 3, put it in your head, throw it.
12.
There are 12 inches. So when you say it is 12 inches long, that means you're using a ruler, and that also equals a foot. Not this kind of foot, but this. 12 inches is equal to a foot. So they'll say, oh, it's about a foot long. So you'll know that it is how many inches?
12.
12. Good. Okay. And I'll go back to the slide, to the math talk, with the tools on. Back up. Slide 3. Okay, we also have this when we're measuring large things, and carpenters use this in construction, and moms sometimes use it, and dads at home to measure things. What's that called?
A tape measure.
Awesome, Emma. You must help your dad a lot. A tape measure. And then this is also a tape measure, and it's flexible, and I use it to measure my big fat hips and thighs and all that. I use it to measure myself, to see if I gained weight or lost weight sometimes in inches. You can also use this to measure anything, and it's usually is about 36 inches long, which is called a yard. And 36 inches long is 3 of these rulers put together. And we'll get to that too. I'm just trying to give you a background on measurement. All right, let's go to, So we talked about the foot, which is equal to 12 inches. This is a foot. My foot is not this big. It's a little smaller than a foot. But they call it a foot, and everybody thinks, you mean this foot? No. The foot we're talking about is 12 inches. How long?
12 inches.
How long's a foot?
12 inches.
Yeah, we're going to measure your foot later with one of these to see how big your foot is. Because just because it's called a foot and they show you a foot doesn't mean your foot is what?
12 inches.
12 inches. Okay. Now let's go to the next one.
Did you want the video?
Yes, I didn't know there was one. Miss Turns is just getting back. Miss Turns is like, ah. All right, ready? We're gonna watch this cool video on measurement. If you cannot see, you need to come to the carpet somewhere so you can.
Hey there. In this lesson, we will be measuring objects
But stay 6 feet.
with rulers. Remember that a ruler has two different measurements on it. One side is for measuring in inches, which is represented by the abbreviation IN on the ruler.
You're going to go stand over there or something.
The other side is for measuring in centimeters,
Evie. Yeah, you can go
which
that
is
way.
represented by the abbreviation
Go stand by my
CM on the ruler. Let's practice using inches first by helping out our friend Nora. Nora plans to make some clothes for her dolls. For that, she needs to cut some fabric into certain lengths. Let's help Nora out by completing this checklist. First, we need an 8-inch piece of pink fabric for the skirt. Using the inch side of the ruler, let's measure 8 inches by placing the 0 marker at the left edge. Find the 8-inch marker and cut the piece. That's a check on Nora's checklist. Next, for the ribbons she'd like to sew on the skirt, we need 2 inches of fabric. Let's use the ruler again to measure 2 inches and cut the fabric. Another check on our checklist. Now we need a 5-inch piece of fabric for the blouse. Back to the ruler. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. And cut the fabric. Awesome. Another check on the list, which leaves us with only one more piece of fabric. Nora also wants to sew a scarf for the doll, and for that, she needs 10 inches of fabric. Let's measure that using the ruler, and then cut the fabric one last time. There we go. Now Nora has all the fabric she needs for sewing. Thanks for helping her. Let's practice using the centimeter side of the ruler.
Stop here.
Yeah.
The
All right. So we don't want to use the centimeter side today. So I would like for my class, if you have a ruler, I want you to put it down. All right. We don't need it right now. Get it away from your hands. Okie dokie. Don't let me see it in your hands. Okay. So when we measure, this is the key thing that all kids forget to do. When you measure something, you have to look at your ruler, and show me a ruler. Okay. You have to look at a ruler, and this side that's far apart, this side is inches. It only goes to 12. Inches are bigger than centimeters. Centimeters are itty bitty. So there's more of them. So it's upside down because you can flip it over when we do centimeters, like so. And it has centimeters on that side. And there are 30 centimeters in 1 foot. So inches are bigger or smaller than centimeters? Bigger. So I want you to look at your ruler if you have one. Put it right down in front of you. Your ruler's at your desk. Get your ruler. Should be at your table. Get your hands out of your pockets. Thank you. I want you to turn it to the inches side. And I want you to see that there's 1. Can you guys see it? 1. Jacob, wake up. You have a centimeter. You have a ruler I gave you last week? You have a ruler, Jacob? Where is it? You shrugging your shoulders at me? Go ask your mom if she has a ruler. She does not. Okay, I'll call her today. All right, so it's 1 to 12. If you turn it over, ba-bam, you're going to see the centimeter side. How many centimeters are there on a ruler? Everybody? 30. Okay, so flip it back over because we are only talking about inches today. All right. So if I see you hitting your hand with the ruler, spinning your ruler, sticking it on your pencil and flipping it like a propeller on your ruler, I will not be happy. Will you, Miss Stuber?
No, ma'am.
It will be awful, awful. Because one time, I have a story about it. One time, a kid had it on his, give me yours a minute. Thank you. Had it on his pencil. Let me have it. You know, had it on his pencil and he was spinning it around like this, and it flew off and hit a little girl in her eye. See? And then they want to do it, and this thing flew off, hit her in the face, and it wasn't good. She cried. She was hurt. She was embarrassed. The person didn't mean to do it, but what were they doing that wasn't appropriate? Playing with a ruler like a toy instead of a tool. So don't do that because you don't want to hurt anybody. And that person, the person that accidentally did it, got suspended for 3 days. It was like using a weapon. Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh, I can't tell you that. It's personal.
Okay,
Okay, so
the pencil.
put it down. I want you to have the inches side up so you can see the inches if we're talking about it. Here's what I say that people don't forget to, that you're going to forget to do maybe. Put it on the table. You're going to forget to go all the way to the end of your ruler. All the way to the end. Where? Yes, all the way to the end. Because if you do not go all the way to the end of your ruler, Gavin Sauls, are you going to see, Jaden Wilson, are you going to see, you're going to miss out on a whole inch. Because from the end of your ruler to the one is what?
An inch.
An inch. So if you start at the 1, are you going to have the correct measurement?
No.
If you start here and it says 2, is that button 2 inches? No, but if you start on the 1, it's going to say 2 inches, and you're going to have it wrong on your paper by an inch. Every one of your problems is going to be an inch off. So, we're going to do a little game. Stand up. Tuck your chair under. No, put your ruler down. Stand up. We're going to have to make up something that we can dance to that says, start at the end. See when you're going to measure. You go to the end. If you don't, I'm going to hit you with a ruler.
Oh!
Is that a good song? Doesn't rhyme at all, does it? Darn it. Let's see. When you go to measure, you start at the end. What can we finish our song with?
If you don't do it, I'll hit you.
If you don't, you're going to miss the whole problem. Okay, so I want somebody to think of a song, but right now we're going to go, where do you measure? At the end. Where do you measure?
At the end.
Where do you measure?
At the end.
Where?
End.
Where?
End.
Do you start at the 1?
No.
Do you start at the end?
No.
Ha, I tricked you. Do you start at the 1?
No.
Do you start at the end?
Yes.
The end, the end, the end.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, put this in your head. If you do not start at the end, how many inches wrong is your problem going to be? Put it in your head. Throw it. 1 inch wrong. Okay, so we're going to do this. Get out your erase board and you're going to write the answer for me. Remember, I don't wait around, so you're going to have to do this quick. This is called quick measure. Put it up here. Quick measure, quick measure, quick measure. Where'd Jacob Burkett go? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Hey, honey. Ready? You don't need anything but your erase board and marker. You do not need a ruler. because you are going to be using this. You want to put, we can post these tonight if they want to play with it. You want me to do that? Okay, so last week I posted some time things. I posted everything that we did, so you can play with it yourself. So I'm going to do that again tonight so that you can do this for practice. So watch closely. Is it optional? Yes. But will it help you?
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun, actually. I played it last night, or this morning. Okay, so put that object right back up there for me. On this slide, number 1, it says drag the items to measure the inches on the ruler. Type in the inch on each one, right? Yes. Okay, so we don't bring the ruler to it like Miss Turnage tried to do because she's, you have to take the object to the ruler. So, did Miss Stuber put this object correctly on the ruler?
No.
Why?
Because it has to go at the end.
It has to start at the end. Okay, so Miss Stuber, don't be such a ding dong. Put it in the right spot. And I want you to write down the correct inches for this object. Evie, can you not see when you sit down right there? I can move this a little bit. Is that better? Because normally you can see. Okay, if you want to stand, that's fine. Hey, you put your ruler down and write the inches. Jeez. All right, I'm looking. I don't see much written down. So, what do you think it is at home? Let me see. Oh, I see a lot of correct answers. If you don't have a ruler, hold up your fingers, Aiden. If you don't have an erase board. I don't need that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. Okay, if you have 5 inches, you are correct. Because it goes from the end to the 5. 5 inches. Erase. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, you gotta put it back. We'll have to make a copy for each of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to another slide. It says drag the items same direction. So we're gonna pick the bumblebee, and she's gonna put it on the line. I want you to write the inches, and I'm gonna count to 3, and you better have a number on your board. Ready? 1, 2. Don't tell him right or wrong. That's your answer. 3. Show me. Hold it up. Chin it. Put it under your chin. Thank you. Let me see at home. Hold up a finger or hold up your board. One or the other, or hold up a piece of paper. Okay, if you said 1 inch, 2 inch, you are correct. Because his wings go out to the 2 inch mark. Bam. Erase. Now let's try the mitten. Let's start from this end, Miss Stuber. Let's start from this other end. There we go. Okay. Can we measure that?
No.
Why?
Because it's at the wrong end.
Oh, I can't go backwards? You said the end. That's the end. End. Why can't I do the other end? Why, Harper? Why can I not really start at the other end? Why is it not a good idea?
These are numbers, and if you did that, you'd have to count backwards, and it's hard to count backwards on a ruler.
Yeah, you'd have to count backwards or subtract or whatever, and that's not what really a ruler's for. That's a number line. So we always start down here at the where? End. So let's put it where it goes, Miss Stoops. And put your number. Well, you're wrong. Try again. 1, 2, 3. Show me. Let me see these. Yep. Henley, where's your answer? Joanna, where's your answer? I see some wrong answers. Nope. Remember, you have to start from the end and count. There's 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. You have to go to the very end of your object. Bam. I always draw a line so that I know. So how many inches was it? 3 what? 3 inches. I-N period. Erase. All right, let's go to another slide. Okie dokie. Let's take that paper clip down there. And we move it to the end of the ruler. And I want you to write the answer. And I want you to write the units. So we are measuring in what? Inches. You do not have to write out the whole word inches. You can just put blank I-N period. And show me. Don't forget to put the I-N for inches. Don't forget to put the unit. Gotta have the unit. Okay, so I have 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, what?
4 inch.
You should have 4 inches written down. If you have 4, you are awesome sauce. Erase. Let's go to the next one. We'll just do one slide.
The next slide.
Yeah, let's go to the next slide. They can do it for fun when you get it at home. You can do it for fun. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, do you want candy? Let's do candy. Measure my candy. All right. Okie dokie. She has got that candy on there, and I need your mouths quiet. And you need to write the number and the unit. Don't write upside down, sir. You can turn it around. 1, 2, 3, show me. Let me see, Evie. I can't tell what you have. Come up here with me. If you have, what do you think it is, Francisco? Unmute. Let me see. Oh, you're correct. What do you think it is? I don't see everybody's answers. Jaden Wilson, what's your answer? Gianna, what's your answer? I want to see some paper. Hey, Jaden Wilson, do you have some paper? Jaden, get it. I want you to write it down with the units, and I want to see your face.
Miss Hernandez, Jaden is supposed to be with Miss Hine. He's a face-to-face student now. He no longer has to log into my classroom.
Well, we teach him while he's here. It won't hurt him.
Yeah.
All right, so Henley, I want to see yours. You guys are cheating me. Okay, sit down. You don't see this right. Weston, scoot all the way back. She's going to sit right here. Sit right here. So, here's 1 inch. Is it longer than 1 inch?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's not 1 inch. Let's go to the end of that candy. And how many inches is it?
2.
2. If you put 2 I-N period, you are, say perfect. Say it again. Perfect. All right. Let's go to the next slide. We just have like 2 minutes. All right, we're going to measure something long. But first, I don't want to move it yet. Don't do it, Miss. Look how long that lollipop is.
Oh
You just don't measure the candy part. You have to measure the entire lollipop. So if I want to put this lollipop in my pencil box for safekeeping, can I just put the candy part in the pencil box? No, I have to have the whole thing in a pencil box. So I have to have the whole measurement. I want you to estimate how many inches you think this lollipop is. We're not going to do it. I want you to estimate. So take a guess how many inches you think that is. I want you to write it down real quick. 1, 2, 3. Write it down. Guess. Guesses are, what is that number? An S? Evie, you and I are going to have to come to Jesus meeting if you don't get doing this correctly. That is not F5. Hurry up. Fix it. Okay, so I would estimate, I'd go, let's see, I would say 5 or 6. Let's see what it really is, Miss Stuber. So she has to put that stick all the way to the end. And it is, let's see. Let's see, gotta go here, it's longer than that. So I gotta go clear up here, and I gotta go down, because it's gonna come out that far. So it is 5 inches. So So if you estimated 5 inches, great job. If you didn't, who cares? It was a guess. We're wrong. It's a guess. It's an estimate. You just say, I think it's about 6 inches. Okay, if it's 5, if you said I think it's 20 inches, that's not a good answer, is it? If you said 5, 6 inches long, you were pretty accurate. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you the rest of these slides real quick. We don't have time to do them. So once your binoculars up here at me, put your knocks up. Looks like you're looking for a bunny rabbit or a dolphin or something in the ocean. Ready? This is talking about inches or feet. Remember I told you a foot is how many inches? 12. So if we are measuring an acorn, do you think you're going to measure by inches, or you think an acorn's bigger than a foot?
Bigger. Small inches. Smaller.
You're going to measure in inches. What about a long stick? Like, think of this as a real stick, and it's about as tall as me.
Feet.
So, are we going to measure in inches, or are we going to measure in foot? Feet. Don't do that.
Feet.
You're going to measure in feet. What about a little key?
Inches.
Help me through it.
Inches.
What about a loaf of bread?
Feet.
Be careful. A loaf of bread's about that long. Would it be more easier to measure with paper clips or a ruler? Yes. Bam, and feet. What about a long baseball bat, boys? Girls? Yes. What about a hand? Inches. So don't think about this as being on here. You got to think about these things in real life. Next slide. Same thing. Think of a real stethoscope that a doctor wears, a cup, a real airplane, a carrot, a real mailbox, and a real wrench. Next. Okay, we're just. Who's talking over me? Not an option. So here we can drag the ruler. Ooh, we'll have that on there for you because you actually get to drag the ruler somewhere. All right, next. I got to get to the next one because, okay. Now, we didn't get to this and I might have to do it tomorrow because they changed our time of specials and it starts like really quick. So, tomorrow maybe we'll have to take up here. Okay. So you can also measure with addition and subtraction using inches. And we're going to look at that tomorrow. But tonight, your homework, and it's it, let's see, go up to the slide above that. Homework. You have to measure that with this ruler. You drag it up there, or maybe you drag this down here, I'm not sure. Oh my. Okay, so put the lines in order from shortest at the top to longest at the bottom by estimating. So you have to put them in order. Which one's going to go first? Abby, don't. Get somewhere where you don't have to roll around on the ground. Which one is the shortest? The orange one. So it says you're going to have to drag it and move it up to the top. Then when you're done estimating shortest to longest, you're going to actually measure them with the ruler and put the number in there. Go to the next slide. And now you're going to actually use a ruler at home if you have one, hopefully. Or your mom can make you a homemade one. Or you can use whatever tool you have at home. If you don't have... Moms are pretty smart. They can make one of these. Dads are smart too. They can find something to make you a paper one if needed. Now, you're going to measure your foot, your thumb, a book, a pencil, a notebook, and a marker, if you have one. Okay, if you don't have one, measure a pen. Okay, do your best. And these are going to turn in tonight. Understand? Yay! Okay, now Miss Stuber's group is going to stay on.
Yes.
Okay, my group, I only have one. Jacob, I'll see you tomorrow. If you have any questions, give me a call. If your mom can't find a ruler or make you one, have her dojo me. Okay? Bye, love you. All right, so Miss Stuber's class, log off. See you later, alligator. My class, go put everything away because we're having specials any second. Put your ruler, listen to me, put your ruler inside of your desk on the side where you can see it quickly, because we're not going to play with it. So clear your desk completely. Guys, bye, I'm logging out. Okay. Lights, please.
I got it.
Go ahead, Curtis.
That's mine.
All right. Ugh. Let's line up to go to the bathroom for real quick before somebody gets here. Here it is. Let's see.
We're going to the gym.
Are we?
Yeah.
Crap. We going to the gym?
Yes.
Is it week 2? Is it week 2?
Week 2.
All right. All
I
right.
already went to the gym last month.
Get your name. Let's see. If you have your name tag in your desk, get it out. If you don't, I'll call your table.
Going.
Huh?
The video's still going.
Thank you.